forth with I have went back and forth with myself whether if I wanted to create this video or not. I might get some hate for it, but honestly, I don't care. I can take it. I will probably ruffle a few feathers. However, I want y'all to know that my decision is based off of straight facts. And this is my friend Kaylee. I have went back and forth with myself. This is my friend Kaylee, and she is currently serving an 18-month sentence for a murder she had no prior knowledge of and was miles away from the scene of the crime. Before I get into her story, I want to preface this by saying I have never in my life asked for a follower, a like, $1 on this app. Today I'm asking you, I need you to repost this video. I need you to repost this video, and I need it to get into the right hands, someone who can help my friend Kaylee out. Kaylee is a juvenile lifer, which means that she was sentenced to life in prison under the age of 18 years old.
Thank you.
For her role in a murder.
I made, this is my
prior knowledge was going to happen, and was
7th or 8th so far since I got up.
She has been rehabilitated. She has completely switched her life around and has done every program,
8.
college degree that
These two
has to offer. This is one of her graduation pictures. This is her graduating with her 2nd associate's degree.
These
she
two.
is now 5 classes away from completing her bachelor's in finance. Kaylee is now
Thank you.
in prison, and she
These
has
two.
been incarcerated longer than she has been out into the free world. And for her to only be 35, that is truly, truly sad. I am
These two.
to share this video. We are looking, me, her family, her friends, and obviously herself are looking for someone to help her. We are trying to find someone who is willing to take on
this one, Phil, Mini Royal.
She is tapped out. Like, it is getting harder for her every day.
And now the big Royal.
Got denied 5 years at the parole board. They typically don't
Work on some school bows. I'm working on bows for the next few days. My earrings are over here. I did finish a couple of them. I finished the witch ones. Here's the ones I finished. These have white backs on them. So I'm going to work on 2 or 3 pairs of earrings. I've got them done. I just got to put white on the back of them. So these earrings, basic witch earrings, are done. These candy corn are done. Of course, the pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns are done. And the cows with the witch hat. So I've got all those other ones over here. Most of them just need the white on the back. So I'm going to work on, when I have extra time, I'm going to work on the earrings because they don't sell a lot. Like I make earrings and they just sit over there. So I was trying to make some seasonal earrings in case we play the game. Y'all would have some seasonal earrings. But working on bows because they don't really sell a lot. So if you are interested in them, let me know. I'll gladly. I'm gonna work on these by the end of August. That way, we have some Halloween themed stuff, and then I'll start working on Christmas about September. In September and October, I'll work on Christmas. So I'm gonna try to finish making Halloween stuff this month like the first probably 10 days of September. I'm gonna try to make some Halloween earrings and Halloween bows, and then try to move on to Christmas and Thanksgiving. I'm behind. I should have been doing this months ago. I should have had school bows made in June. But like I told y'all, I don't like picking out what I'm gonna make. I like you guys telling me what you guys want me to make, and that helps me a whole bunch than me trying to come up with whatever ideas. Now, these bows I'm making are the same bows I've made, so you know these are my regular bows that I always make. But there's different styles that people like. I don't know it. I've got to come up with it. So, if you see bows you like, let me know. Yes, I sent her a pair of earrings. I sent her a pair of Ursula earrings. I did. She showed them on, this is my backup page. I meant to be on my Lilstar page, but it's okay. I sent her a pair of Ursula earrings and I missed it because she does her unboxings on Sundays and I forgot and I missed it. So I didn't get to see her opening it. I've never seen her wear them, so maybe she don't. Maybe they're too heavy. I don't know. I sent them to her back about late 2023 before we moved out. It was like those that I made Kentucky Witch. A 2-layered. Thank you for that. You're so sweet. I think I'm going to battle soon. I need to battle and start making content. I was going to get up and make tutorials today, and I was like, well, what do I start with? Do I start with that I showed y'all yesterday, the tip on how to keep your images from being grainy? Do I start with resin? Do I start with sublimation? Like, it's just hard for me to, like, what am I going to post? So I need to, like, I told Kevin I was going to write down the ideals I had for his story and for my tutorials and try to at least make 1 to 3 a day. I told him, we had microphones he ordered to do the podcast, and when I left, he threw them away. So I told him to order me some more so that we could do the podcast. Hopefully. But I'm not going to put anything in the middle. I barely put stuff in the middle because it's a choking hazard, but on my royal bows, I don't. I mean, I put a bee on one of them, but here's the bee one. The bee one. Probably going to go on my other page. Besides Miss Pam, I gotta do her headband here in a minute. You're gonna see me put it together. And the burp cloths, I'm working on some piggies so I can send a set of piggies with them. So those 2 orders are the only orders that I do not have. done. They should be sent tomorrow or the next day, probably tomorrow. Miss Pam, all I like is putting your Mystic Jeep. I like putting your headband together. It won't take me 5 minutes. I've just not done it. And then the other person was Burt Kloss, and she had waited on me, so I want to send her a couple bows. So those are the only 2 orders besides my strawberry bow that I like. Everybody else's went out today. He had to come home at lunch and get them because he forgot them. So. Yeah, it'll be sent, girlfriend. It'll be sent this week. I'm just not happy with this one. Like, it just plain to me. I just don't like it. So I'm gonna send it, but I didn't press it hard. So I feel like you didn't get the full. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit different. Maybe like full strawberry with just a little bit of white in it. That's what I'm gonna work on. So it'll probably be Friday when I send it. That way I can kind of design it. I gotta do that on the laptop. So this is Miss Pam's. I like hers, and then these Burt Kloss, and that's it. Besides for your strawberry bow. Yeah, I don't do a lot of like designing like that. So, you know, that was just a mock-up, really. That was just my first one. I haven't, you know, I hadn't done I need Kevin to go, but I thought I had some. I'm pretty sure I do. Right there it is. Ignore that. I was going to say I didn't think that I had a lot of 7/8 ribbon, but I just found it. Right here. I saw it when I looked over. I thought I got a whole 10 yards at Walmart, but I got 1.5 inch yards. This right here. This is from Walmart. I thought it was 7/8 and it's 1.5 inches, which is fine. I do more 1.5 inch bows, so you know, the ones you got are 7/8, and this is 1.5 inches, so. This is supposed to have been a twisted boutique on top, but I cut it too big, and it come off the sides. It was too big for the pinwheel bow, so the tuxedo bow is what I went with, because, oh girl, I appreciate anything. You know that. I told you, if you send me ribbon, and you no longer are using it, and you want me to make bows, I will gladly make bows with what you send, or if you send me ribbon that you don't use and I have ribbon that you'd like me to use, I will gladly make you bows. There's no issue for me. To me, it's like, you know, Miss Patty did that years ago. This over here, I've never used this ribbon, but she sent it to me. I should. She sent me 2 7/8 ribbon, and she sent me a 1.5 inch ribbon. And this much ribbon online was so much cheaper than going in the store, but at that time I was buying from the store only. But she sent me this ribbon, and I haven't used it yet. I need to, because there's so much of it. But I used, remember the little jelly bean piggies that I made? She sent that ribbon, so cute. And then she sent some Easter ribbon, and I had made Easter piggies with it. Well, this came with it, but I just haven't used it. So what I did was I made her what she wanted out of the other ribbon, the jelly bean and the Easter, and then she told me to use the rest. So I'll gladly do that. This costs you money. It's not free. So I will gladly make you any. If you send me ribbon, I'll make you bows out of it. It's not a problem. Because ultimately, here's another thing too. Just like with my clothing, I don't like shopping for clothing. I hate it. I do enjoy shopping for crafting supply, but I hate shopping for clothes. So same thing with my crafting stuff. If you send me something clothes-wise or crafting, I'm going to keep it forever. Even if I can't wear it, I'm going to keep it in case I can. And you may pick out, like that sunflower romper, I would have never chose that romper in the store for me, ever. But because someone sent it to me, it didn't cost me money, it didn't stress me out going to try it on. I love it. That ladybug ribbon, or the jelly bean ribbon, I probably would have never picked that out. But it sold like crazy because it was just so cute. I appreciate things that are gifted to me from love or just because they want to get rid of it. And I appreciate those things way more than I do if I was to go out and get it myself. I've got molds down here I've had for 3 years. Have I used them? Not most of them, but they're still down there because somebody gifted them to me. There was 2 ladies that gifted me molds, and they're still down there, and they're not going anywhere. Somebody the other day asked me, do you have any supplies that you'd sell? And I said, no, I don't, because it means I have to buy it later on. And once you start crafting, you acquire a bunch of stuff. You want to keep that stuff so that when times get tough, you have enough material to make stuff. So that's what I say. If y'all like, oh, well, thank you. I've been drinking. I don't know if you want me to sell it or not, so I use it. It says, you are enough. On some days, I need to hear that. Thank you for the rose. But that's the way I feel about it, and I feel like I just enjoy things that are gifted to me more than I would, you know, and you may go to the store and pick out something that I would have never picked out. Ribbon-wise, or just wise in general. I need to make tutorials. My neck thing is over there. I want to do the prison stories too. He's got so many stories. I just dread editing. I dread doing the editing. But I guess if I got up in the morning time and done my prep, or if I did prep, like these bows were already prepped, I didn't have to do the cutting, which took the time off. I think I should do prep work on Sunday and prep everything that I think I'm going to need for the week or want to do. If something comes up, I can always do it. And then when I get up on Monday through Saturday, I think that or at least Monday through Friday, I think that I should get up in the morning time, 8, 9, 10, whatever, and work on that stuff. And, you know, to about 12 or 1. And then between 12 and 1 to about 3, work on tutorials. And then post those tutorials after editing them. And then come live and do my sales at night. Because that's when everybody's online shopping, is at night. I think maybe we should do his prison stories on Saturday so I have time to edit them. God, that's what I dread the most. A profile picture puts it right here, lovely. You go to your page, your page. You click on right here. You click on this little circle and you add a photo. Don't gotta be. I mean, we just ask. Here's the reason. We just ask that you have a photo because 90% of my haters, they're in a hurry to make accounts. They don't worry about content. They don't worry about profile pictures. It's just to, you know, come on here, hate me for a second or two, and then they jump off. They lose it. We block them. They go make another. They don't put the time into it because they're haters. So what we do is our first thing we look for is profile pictures. And if you have a profile picture, we kind of worry that you might be a hater or a stalker or a bully or something like that, you know? Girls, just so many ideas. I want to clean houses. That's work in itself. I'd have to take probably 3 days of just working on my door hangers and doing all of them. It's just, I want to do so much, and it's like I'm a one-man show, and that's kind of where I feel like I fail at. I told Kevin this. Look at every podcast. Look at those, even Grandma. Look at the TikTok shop videos or where they're selling wigs or they're selling products. You don't just see one person. You see a person doing the sales, a person confirming the sales, a person doing the computer or the camera work, somebody else in the background helping package. It's just not one person doing it all. Podcast, it ain't just one person. The person sitting there asking the questions, and then the cameraman and the editors do the editing. I mean, it's not just a one-man show for, I would say 75% of those that you see on TikTok. It's not a one-man show. And I'm a one-man show. So, you know, it's disheartening at times. I feel like I hold myself back a lot. Because it is a lot. It's a lot to do. It isn't just easy peasy, a couple seconds, minute long, you're done with it. It's everything that I choose to do takes time. So, you know. Oh, Lordy. Have a great, wonderful day. You ever come on here and say excuses when you can't even make a real account? Come on now. You have nothing to say, lovely. If you cannot come on here with your real self, then you have nothing to say. Nothing. Nothing to say. If you can't come on and be nice and show who you are, you have nothing to say. You got them before I did. I was doing it as you were doing it. Okay, example. So y'all all want to say I got excuses. Gabby that does tie-dye. When has she ever worked alone? When? She started out doing her tie-dye at her mother-in-law's garage with their help, with her family's help. Tell me when she did it alone. Jacinda, she has her family's help. I just don't understand how people think that you're going to be all these things and you're holding yourself back when you're one person. I am holding myself back, but not to be like, you know, it. Hey, Miss Tina, I thought it was going to rain minutes ago. It gave us a warning about a storm like a long time ago. I thought it had done passed. Guess not. That dog ate the food. But don't get wet. Darn, Ashley. You ain't never done that before. Oops. God, I saved it. I wasn't going to be able to. Well, thank you for the heart, me. Girl, I don't even know what haters said. I've been seeing them, but I thought we got them. What? I was talking about something completely different. I don't even know what this person is talking about. 0 watch time and just jumped in, has so much to say. I just love it. I just love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Here comes all the haters that sit on their behind in their houses with no income and no job. Probably a disability check with so much to say. Crazy to me. Chicken Alfredo sounds good. Haven't had it since I made dumplings down there in Alabama. No. Ooh, I ain't had meatball subs since I lived with Grandma. She used to order meatball subs at Subway. I haven't had meatball subs since... I probably can't even tell you the last time I had a meatball sub because I've always had the chicken teriyaki at Subway. Grandma would order the meatball sub for a while. She used to order that a lot. But it's been a while. I say probably when I was like 7 or 8 because once I hit about 10 or 11, I knew the chicken teriyaki was my favorite and that's all I ate. There you are, Miss Pam. Your package will be sent tomorrow, okay, baby? And girl, I ain't had red beans and rice ever. I don't think I've ever had red beans and rice. You know? Sounds good though. Something simple. I gotta put your headband together. It won't take me just a second. I hadn't had the sewing machine out. It's under my feet. I've been working on those earrings and I've spent too much time on those. And then people's been asking about bows constantly. And so today I just woke up. I was going to do bows last night, but Kevin went to bed. And it's kind of hard for him to go to sleep without me. He's used to sleeping with me, you know. So I laid down. I didn't go to sleep till late, but like 3:30 or 4. That's what I'm saying. I could probably get online till 1 o'clock in the morning and be fine. I just don't. I get on early when nobody's on, and that's why I don't make sales. Nighttime is when everybody's scrolling and purchasing because the kids are asleep and etc. So it's just hard because he gets home so late. So it's like, do I ever spend time with him or no? You know? He thinks I should spend at least a quarter of my day focusing on content, not live, because live, I really am losing out on possibilities by not posting more. So, I will start trying to post more. How about I make a video of like showing the things that I can make tutorials for? And how about y'all tell me in the comments what you would like to learn? That way I can kind of write out what I think is wanted the most, you know? Because some of y'all have said bows, some of y'all have said resin, some of y'all have said sewing, some of y'all have said sublimation, some of y'all said the Cricut. You know, it's I can do up to 10 different things, so it's like, where do I start? You know, and do I start from the very beginning of Cricut, or do I start in the middle? You know, it's kind of like, you know, so yes, I'm in the content creator fund on 2 pages. I also I got 100,000 followers on my main page, and I haven't gotten a brand deal not one time. But yet 20,000 followers and 30,000 followers are getting brand deals. Why? Because they're posting constantly on TikTok Shop. They're constantly posting content that gets on the For You page and gets views. And they're constantly getting ad deals because they're constantly posting content. But I just don't feel like I don't have content. So, you know. See, but my thing is like, it's so much for everything, you know. Like yesterday, I showed y'all. What are you talking about? But anywho, they cracked me up. Like, what are you even talking about? No, guess that's right. Is this right? Yeah. But this ain't right. This is too small. I don't know if I'm going to start with piggies or not, girl. I've been dreading doing bows. Bows are going to be a lot more work for me than the Cricut or sublimation or stuff like that. That's why I said, I don't know if I'm going to do bows just yet. Bows are going to take a minute. Bows are a lot more work. Like a lot more work. That's a complete setup, you know. So I will eventually, I promise. I know you've been asking. Okay, okay, what is this one? This one needs to be 10.5. 10.5. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, 10.5. Okay, 10.5. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Trust me, I've been sidetracked on other stuff, so that's been the problem. Like, bows are what everybody says makes me stand out. Other people make fabric key fobs. Other people make fabric lanyards. Other people make teardrop earrings. Other people make the scrunchies, the fabric scrunchies. Other people make top knot headbands. Other people make the sublimated coasters. Miss Tina, Chris. Most people do sublimation. A lot of people do the cutting machine. But not a lot of people do bows. Everybody has said that, most everybody, even my haters, have said that I can make a bow. That I am a good bow maker. That my bows are quality. They last multiple kids. They can be passed on. And they're just quality. But I get bored of them. Thank you for the roses. But today I've done like 10. So in the last 2.5 hours. So 3 hours. So, you know. And I'm very low on bows. I've had probably 20 people ask me about school bows. And I don't have any made. So, I've had 3 people ask me about piggies. And I didn't have any made. Not very many. Not very many options. So, I don't know. I get bored very easily, like doing the same thing over. Like I was doing those earrings for a week, probably. Finally, I just said, I got to go to something different, work on something different, because I'm getting bored of it. And then today, I've done 10 bows, or it'll be 10 bows when I'm done. So I need to mix up stuff so I'm not bored and doing the same stuff over and over and over and over again, but I would say it's pretty split between my headbands and my hair bows. Both hair accessories. But I can make a bunch of stuff. I can make cups, I can make decals, I can make wreaths, I can make tutus, I can make embroidery, sewn, cricket, silhouette, UV resin, ribbon hair bows, knit hair bows, satin hair bows, cotton hair bows. Yeah. Show. This is my 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 bows. Congrats. Bridal bows, what? Maybe I should just stop making everything else and just make bows, but the reason why I went to doing all the other stuff is because so many times I was told in the very beginning when I started TikTok sales, well, I don't have little girls. I wished I did. I don't have any nieces or grandchildren. I wished I did. So then I lost a bunch of customers because I couldn't cater to what they needed. So now I feel like it's a one-stop shop. I have burp cloths for newborns, little newborn bows, and then we have a little bit older bows, a little bit bigger headbands for school-age kids, 1 and up. And then we have grandma's crocheted stuff. So I try to be a one-stop. I got the beaded items and freshies for my girls. That way we have a little bit of everything. So we can cater from newborns all the way up to older ladies who likes doilies and kitchen towels and things like that grandma makes. But is that the best for me? I got so much stuff I want to do, and I don't feel like coming live every day benefits me as much as other stuff could. So like I've been on here 2 hours, well, an hour probably. I don't know how long I've been on here. Yeah, an hour, and not one sale. And I think, let's see. But on this one, I can receive gifts, so 13 cents. You know? So unless I'm on here and it's just a big day that everybody's wanting to purchase, it's not really beneficial to me. If I was making content, posting it, and then that content was making money while I was doing lives, it'd be different. But I'm not. Because I hadn't thought I was interested. So, hey, beautiful. Thank you for adding a profile picture. I didn't want you to think that it has to be you, but if that is you, you are beautiful. So, I know many other people have this feeling. I'm sure Chris feels this way. I'm sure Miss Tina feels this way. But Miss Tina has her daughter helping. You know, she has her kids helping. I don't. It's all up to me. Kevin was helping me to make headbands and scrunchies, but now he's on this stuff. He's not been able to. So it's all on me, you know? Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. I was supposed to went to Zoe's today. That was in the comments, but Kevin got home earlier. He scared me. Y'all heard me, see me yesterday when he came home. He scared me because he wasn't supposed to be home, and I was like, but his machine was down, so I was afraid to go, you know, an hour away. It's not an hour, but 45 minutes away and visit a friend. I was going to help her clean her house and just visit, and I was afraid that he'd get off. He told me he wasn't sure he'd be at work till 9 o'clock. It might be 12. He could have come home yesterday earlier, but he chose to stay over as long as he could. So today he's working a full day, but if I would have drove that 45 minutes and he would have got off early, I would have rushed back and I would have been stressed about it. I would have been stressed about him having to wait on me. So I just didn't go this morning. I wanted to, but I didn't want to stress about it. If I'm going to come visit, I want it to be a day that I know he's going to get off at 5:36, and I know that he's going to be there 12 hours so I can make a good day out of it. And I just didn't know today, so I'm sorry I didn't come, lovely. If you jumped on, I'm sorry I didn't make it. I meant to text you, but I fell asleep late. I was so anxious about texting her that I couldn't go to sleep. And then when I went to sleep, I forgot to text her, so I didn't want to text her at 3:30 in the morning, you know. So I just didn't text her. But, I mean, I didn't tell her yes either. I told her I had to talk to Kevin. So, and then when he came home yesterday, I never gave her an answer because I didn't know about today. So. Hey, lovely. Number 9 made. Maybe I should make those more often. They're going pretty quick. I could probably make about 20 by the 9. If I had them already cut. And I don't. I wish I could do white. Where's the white? White. Just take so sweet. Sorry you're having to block everybody. I apologize. Alright. Is that you? Hey, beautiful. Kevin took y'all's packages off today. Everybody's besides Miss Pam's, the strawberry bow, and the burp cloths that were ordered a week and a half ago. I'm making some bows now. I'm going to include that in the burp cloth order, and then I'm going to work on the strawberry bow again. So everybody's orders, the last 3 orders, should be sent by Friday. If you purchase tonight, I will package it tonight. If not tonight, it'll be tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure tonight that if you purchase, I will package it. Can't promise it'll go out tomorrow unless I keep the truck, but I will try. Kevin forgot the packages today. He had to come home at lunch and get them. I thought he was home, and he was like, no, I forgot your packages, and I didn't want you to go live and be like, sorry, he forgot them. Girl, you're way behind, my love. Don't block her. I'm sure she just doesn't know, but kids are with family. They've been with family. They've been with family since last year. We are purchasing a home. We've been working on our credit. Been working on our ability to buy. So we are checking out houses this weekend. Talking to the bank and lenders in a couple of weeks. We're hoping and praying we'll have our children back by at least coming next 10 months is what we're praying, okay? I can't promise that, but I hope sooner, but I'm just trying to be realistic because school, and I doubt any type of judge will remove the kids before school ends and disrupt, what they got going on. So I'm praying by April of next year, May, if the court will be done and they'll have a return date. Okay? We don't talk about the kids. It's best not to. When the kids come back, if they want to talk about their time being gone, then that's fine. I'm not going to talk about the kids because there's nothing to be talked about. If I say something, the haters run wild with it, and they act like they know everything about my children, even though they've only been told a snippet. I mean, just a second ago, I had somebody screen recording me and talking about my children that they have no involvement in. So, I'm sorry, but I just don't talk about my kids anymore because of that reason. Because people can't just be people. They can't just sit back and be like, okay, this is what she's doing. Okay, we're praying for you. Or, okay, I hope it gets better. No, they can't be that way, so I don't talk about my kids. And I feel like anybody who talks about their kids nonstop is foolish. Really foolish. Don't make her TikTok about your kids because it's never going to be a good thing. It's always going to be a problem. It's always going to be something made out of nothing. So all I can say is do not make family content unless you're rich already. If you're rich already and you can afford lawyers and you can afford a bunch of different stuff, then fine, show your kids. But if you can't afford lawyers on back pay, don't involve your kids on social media. Well, where did it go? Oh. Cannot find. I don't want the white. That's all I use it. Alright, let's put this together and do that. Let's try it out. Maybe it'll work. But you're not, I agree, but you're not listening, Miss Taylor. The point is if you're going to put your family online and show everything from outside, inside, how you do stuff, how you talk to each other, etc., you better have a lawyer on retainer. That way, when the DCS and the cops and everybody comes to harass you, you have a lawyer on retainer and you're not worried about it. Once you get hit with all this stuff like I did, there was no extra money. We spent $15,000 to get Kevin out of that trouble that was nonsense. He was innocent. $15,000 could have bought us a house. You know? But we didn't have a lawyer. We didn't have a lawyer. We didn't have any type of backup plan. So therefore, we were just stuck taking what happened to us and then dealing with it, you know? And that just, it's not always the best if you are already struggling as it is. So, just because they're in the same area or same last name. So be wary before you start doing any type of stuff.